Yeah, Alejo, dear Struan, it is really a great pleasure to see you. Although at a distance, Tuna, it's also very good to see you there. Dear Madam President Rajavi, delighted to listen to your assessment of the situation on Iran. And as we are about to end our conference, I would like to elaborate a bit on one point that I think it's fundamental, the one that was raised actually by at least three honorable members of the European Parliament, Benoit Bitro, Javier Sasalejos, and Petras Ostrovicius, which is the nature of the crime committed by the Iranian regime that was in evidence with the so-called execution of Navid Afkari. It is absolutely clear that the European Parliament, and to this regard, the NCRI as well, it is one of the 10 points, we are fully against death penalty in any circumstance. But as it was said before, what we have seen here with Mr. Afkari was not a death penalty, was a state crime, was an execution that did not even follow the procedures set by the Iranian regime. And actually, this is not the first time. This is not the second. This has been a system that was clearly symbolized by the fatwa of 1988 that ordered the religious supreme leader of the time, the late Ayatollah Khomeini, he ordered the murder of all the political prisoners, the vast majority of them members of the People's Mujahideen of Iran, some that were not, that were on other organizations, but were political opponents, and he ordered their murder. This is, according to the Swiss law, clear a genocide. And I am absolutely delighted to see that although so many years afterwards, the Swiss authorities understood that the murder of Maryam Rajavi is included in this genocide. It was not in 1988, it was 2 years after, but it comes out of the same fatwa. It comes out of the same regime. And the question is, dear members of the European Parliament, that whereas the genocidal leaders of Rwanda that made this horrendous massacre are not in power, they have been some of them brought to trial. The same happened in Cambodia, or even those responsible for the genocide in 1970 in Bangladesh. This has not been the case in Iran. And no one that is truly friend of human rights can rest in peace, can be in peace with himself up to the moment that this genocide is brought to justice. This is a must that we, when we were in the European Parliament, we tried our best to accomplish, but seeing so many European parliamentarians, I am so glad to see that this struggle is going on, and it can never stop. This criminal regime, their responsible people have to be brought to trial for genocide. Thank you.